a souvenir shop, a volleyball court, and a swimming pool.
Yeah, but it's embarrassing to, see your coworkers in Speedos and stuff.
Is this a vacation resort or an office building? Turns out it's a little bit of both. The animation giant Pixar gave us an inside look at their headquarters, and it seems to make movies that appeal to the kid in all of us, they need a studio that's more playground than boardroom.
I think it helps keep the energy level high, and I think it totally does make a difference.
Oh, it makes a huge difference. I think that the people in charge here, they help create an environment to foster creativity. That's one of the most important things.
Pixar's notion of a creative workspace comes from the top on down. Well, C&M has been granted access to the inner sanctum of John Lasseter, who oversees animation for Pixar here in the Bay Area and also for Disney, and he has an office at Disney Studios in Burbank. But this is the office that he uses here at Pixar, and I tell you, it isn't exactly what I thought it would be. In my mind's eye, I was picturing this Masters of the Universe type office with a very giant, imposing desk and maybe a couch or some chairs in front of it to make you feel kind of small and very imposing. But what we've discovered is that it's more about his passions, which appear to be toys and cars and trains and stuffed animals and all kinds of fun stuff. This desk right here is nothing out of the ordinary. It reflects his sensibilities, his priorities. For him, it seems as if it's not about being the big shot, but just having a workspace that's fun, creative, and gets his creative juices flowing. But it's not all fun and games. Countless hours are spent bringing films like Up to life. Powering it all is the Render Farm, a collection of super-powered processors that have a computing power that extends
to infinity and beyond.
The animation team is working on a top-secret project, so we couldn't see their work area. But they did take us behind the scenes to show us how a typical sequence is put together.
This is the storyboard version, so I'll play that for you real quick.
My name is Doug. I have just met you, and I love you.
So as you can see, this is like an animated comic book. So the next step of the process would be actually putting these models into a set. I'm trying to just block out with the broadest brushstrokes the main gestures and the main actions. This is my final animation, but this is the polished animation with the cloth simulation on Carl and the hair simulation on Doug.
Equally impressive is the research work that's done before a single frame is animated. From maquettes that help animators get a character's coloring just right to miniature set models. The Pixar gang pulls out all the stops to get a production up and running.
We actually built one of these for the animators, and the animators can actually, act. Get off my lawn, kid, that kind of thing. They can actually act with them. We actually even built them a pair of extra large pants that they can hike up to their chest and run around on the treadmill with.
So in the tradition of making 3D practical models, we made a model of Carl's house. The main reason we did this was to see how we can get an nicely aged, worn house that didn't look too scary like a haunted house. And then we also had to figure out how the bottom of the house was actually going to look, because we knew it was going to be big shots of it floating off of the ground.
So long, boys! I'll send you a postcard from Paradise